So what do you go here? I don't want to see that Void Spirit again.
No, I agree. We need
something...
something scarier, something that can control the tempo. Like obviously Kunkka's banned, but something closer to that category that like scales a little bit. I want somebody who isn't a one-trick pony. Give me like an Invoker or something, you know?
Ooh. I like Invoker. Might be a little greedy, but I like it.
Is there potential for mid-profit here for EgoBoys? Nope, they go the Dark Seer. Okay. This is fine. Great with Clockwork.
That's good against the Gyro, right? Dark Seer against ranged hero, you're just going to be pushing that wave under tower all the time.
Yes.
Paired with a Clockwork, so he can TP rotate with Ion Shell on himself. I like that.
And it's more like anti-Tidehunter stuff, right? You buff up the Clockwork. There's no Kraken Shell to get rid of Ion Shell.
I also feel like the eggs, giving that raw HP to a hero like Terrorblade, always going to be very impactful.
Yeah, that's true. Always for... can't forget about that eggs, rather.
Is there a chance to... Infamous does it a lot with Axel Gyro, right? Plays POS 5, but has NoPing done it? I'm just looking at this and wondering, can they fit like an AM in here, or can they do something against this Darkseer that's not the Gyro?
It's possible because it is Pandaboo, right? And he's played some of those atypical position 5s like the Viper and stuff, so it does fit the bill. I don't know if NoPing have actually flexed the Gyro that way.
I think it's definitely possible if the hero is not Terrorblade. I honestly don't know if there's any other hero they could pick now that's going to be better than Gyro as a carry. If this was other game, it's definitely possible. I don't think, AM fares well versus TB. So even if he countered Tarkseer, I think you actually have bigger problems than him as a Terrorblade.
5 seconds remaining.
I think they might just last pick a Wyvern, man. I think...
Or like a Wyvern or Rubik or something for Matthew. Is Hoodwink good here? Hoodwink's pretty good with the burst damage against TBAA.
I like it.
Fits nicely
Hoodwink's
too.
Actually really good against Clockwork as well. You just play trees, you never get cogged.
And they have so much stun that it's very easy to just keep dishing damage with the Hoodwink.
Yep, just a little extra Hoodwink, and she's got that AoE root as well, so it does kind of fit into this. This sticky lineup they've got. All 4 of these heroes are kind of hard to get away from in some ways.
They're banning Batrider. Wait, so...
we're still looking for mid for EgoBoys.
So EgoBoys seem to think that NoPing are going to put this Tiny on support, and they're banning Mago heroes.
Okay.
It's tough to read. I'm going back to this Tiny first pick, man. It is a huge source of strength for NoPing, at least so far in this qualifier. And I think right now it is paying dividends against EgoBoys. They don't know how to read this. It's too flexible.
That's the thing, though, right? What do the bans mean? Banning Lash, banning Bat, banning Storm. In my eyes, that's like we want to pick TA, but I don't know how you play TA TB lineup like this. Who else suffers against those 3 bans?
I think they're banning heroes that I think they want to get this like Jack of all trades made hero, since they don't have last pick. So they're banning just like cheese heroes that could be very strong.
Oh, they go TA. Wow,
nice
Gary.
Yeah.
Wow.
The snipe. But I agree with your kind of, is it good? I guess to the pick, but I don't know if I like it.
That's the same, right? I'm looking at those bans thinking that those are TA bans. That's literally what they're waving the flag saying we're picking TA next. But TA TB overlaps so much in terms of how they want to farm triangle, when they want to leave lanes.
It's cool for Roche.
Yeah.
Like, TA can kind of enable Terrorblade to play faster, but I feel like a lot of that's reliant on TA really dominating in the mid lane. Because like you said, she wants to rely on Ancients and stuff. If you don't have that, that's fine if you're so far ahead that you can just run around and kill people. But tough to pick TA with sort of like the dream game in mind. It's rare you really get that dream setup. They do pick the Pandaboo Oracle last, so it is the Dark Mago Tiny. Matthew will be the one to take the Lion, so it looks like he'll be on the 4, laning alongside Oscar's Tide.
I mean, EgoBoys lineup, they're definitely greedier. I think a good team can run this lineup and make it look good because... Terrorblade wants to farm the triangle, but he can farm big jungle too. So as long as they can take the top tower, there's space for the 2 heroes. But if they don't win their lanes enough so that they can take the top tower, give Terrorblade room, and then TA the triangle, it can feel awful. So EgoBoys, they can't play the lane like they did the first game, and they're playing Darkseer Clockwork into an Oracle. So I'm not sure they're going to be able to pull it off, but I'm hopeful for game 3, so we'll see.
Yeah, you're right. I kind of scoffed over how good that 10th pick Oracle is. Not that often
It's
you want
really
to save
good.
10th pick for a 5, but this is the dream. Counters the Darkseer, good against the Ancient Apparition, some okay options against TA as well, and great save targets. We saw how well it works with the gyro. Ah, man, I think this will be 2-0. It's an easy prediction, but I really like this NoPing lineup here. This set of heroes
I think so
is
too,
nasty.
and at the risk of sounding like a broken record, I feel like EgoBoys like over-adapting. I think they had a good thing going with where they wanted to aim for their first draft. Game 1, play aggressively, win lanes, go get kills, and try and break NoPing down early on. Now they've gone more for that mid to late game item timing. We're going to out macro you, split push with TB, farm triangle with TA, control the map. And I just feel like NoPing does that better. No matter what heroes they have, they just do that better naturally.
But on the flip side, ways that they could maybe break this open and take it to a game 3. TA is one of those heroes. Like Roche control is going to be huge for EgoBoys. If they can get value out of the first couple Aegises, get them pretty early. There's always a chance. NoPing have made some mistakes throughout this qualifier. We're in the lower bracket after all, and this is do or die. So for EgoBoys, if there were a time to give it your all, this is it. So far, no pause. Let's dive right in. It's Gary. It's Bowie. You know him. You love him. And now it's their turn.
See you in a bit, Zori. Yep, here we are, game 2. I'm looking at this thinking NoPing don't need items, they just need levels. They can fight at any stage of the game, whereas EgoBoys need a lot of time to build up their net worth on every single one of these heroes to actually accomplish anything.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It's worrying.
When you think about the lane bleed, if any of these lanes do kind of poorly, it's going to be so tough for EgoBoys because you're going to have either Terrorblade jungling or the TA. Darkseer really needs levels to start playing around with this clock. Even a clock, if he doesn't get any level 6, he's just a creep, right? It's going to be rough, but it's all about the lanes. So if they can trade evenly, I think they're already going to be really happy. So we'll see. Alone, he's going to have to play his best game here.
And Dark Margo, nice little move. Spots out the high ground observer ward. He knows there's vision up on top of that cliff top with a little tower aggro trick. They've also blocked up the small camp with a sentry, something we saw a fair amount at the major, and I don't feel like we saw this enough in some of the regional DPC leagues, was blocking small camp against heroes that want to farm it, like TA in particular. Like TA, Kunkka, Puck, all want to be able to shove the wave, farm small camp, and that's already blocked out by NoPing. So a step ahead in the lanes already. They're taking Pandaboo up top. Oh, are they going to try kill TB level 1? Looks like it. Matthew, Oscar, and Pandaboo all readying themselves up north. And it's a long walk for Kara. AA is going to try and traverse through that jungle again. Let's see if Rises does anything here. Gets gushed and stunned. Pandaboo with a Fortune's End. Rises has Reflection. But he's been caught up and the punches land. Oh, the TB Fairy Fires, and he had a magic stick as well. It's a lot of damage he's taken, but fortunately the AA has a salve, so he's able to stick around in the lane.
Alright. Crisis averted.
Still a great start. Yeah.
That said, though, he did have to start with Reflection level 1, so he's gonna struggle in this first wave a little bit.
I feel like we've seen that more often recently, like the consistency of Reflection versus Metamorphosis. Just go for that level 1, you're harassing your opponents more and more.
Okay.
I guess it allows you to spend your mana pool more consistently as well, right? Having that, 155-second cooldown Metamorphosis, you're just not using mana.
Yeah, exactly. I really liked, I think, when Brewmaster had that sure crit with his E. It was really nice to get Reflection level 1 against Panda, but it's been a long time ago.
Is Kara okay here? Oh, there's an Earth Spike. He's going to get stunned.
Oh!
TP's cancelled. Kara's going to die. Matthew grabs up first blood and tips the AA. Rises did pop the meta here to contest the pull, but that top lane is already like fully won by NoPing.
Yeah. when giving Lion first blood like that. I was talking about, you know, Matthew maybe being forced into a 4-step, but if he just gets a lot of gold, he can't just rush that blink and he's gonna feel so good. Rises.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, being pressured when your meta's up feels pretty bad.
Yeah, he does.
Shoved away from the creep wave.
And the wave is pushing
Like Radiant
towards
gonna hold this
NoPing.
creep wave.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be held right in front of their tier 1, but that's a little bit of breathing room right now for everyone up top. Shouldn't see too much action in the. Oh, have I lied? I've done a lie here. Matthew and Oscar run straight at the TB.
You
Did they know
jinxed
that?
him.
Oh, of course. AA had no TP.
Yep.
That's what I forgot to factor in.
All right, he's gonna be okay.
How are these other lanes going, Bowie?
I mean,
Mid is probably boring, right?
it's really boring, but as we say that, he gets
unless.
what?
That's not boring. That is super interesting. Tiny solo killing the TA at
The wave
level
is
4,
pushing. Oh no.
and the waves on the tower. That never happens.
That is very rare. I have to agree. I think, yeah, I was looking at it. I think he overlooked the creeps breaking refraction, and Tiny had an opening there.
Well, I've done 2 lies in about 30 seconds. Let's see if we can
You have to be
manufacture any
careful,
more
Gareth.
falsehoods.
You hold so
every
much
every
power.
time I say something,
Yeah.
I've taken Kyle's power. Go to one major, and all of a sudden I'm cursing everybody. So that's what would you consider 3 lanes won now by NoPing? Top looks good. Mid he gets a solo kill. Bot lane is going very well for Gyro.
I think bot. I'm not gonna say this is lost yet. There's still a lot of potential here. Like the trick about playing this lane is forcing Fortune's End in a way that you can cast like Iron Shell Surge as soon as it gets used. So I still feel like they can win this, or at least like tie it. But I mean, mid with the TA dying, that's so rough because you're really banking on this TA becoming massive in the 10-minute mark, which is not looking that possible right now. Oh, he loses the courier. What?
Oh no. I mean, it's a vacuum down bottom, but yeah, that mid lane, Dark Mago is battling with the TA.
Okay.
Darkseer and Clockwork having some troubles down bottom lane as well, and Tiny does die mid to the TA with that refraction coming back up.
All right. That's a little bit of a breathing room for Alone.
Bot lane doesn't look particularly good though. Gyro 32 and 9, and top lane, yeah, you're right. Rise is being run at yet again. They've got a good cold feet and some damage onto Matthew's Lion. He's run out of spells, and Rise is with that magic wand actually surviving. Oscar unable to finish the job on a TB, but it's still good pressure in this top lane.
Yes.
Every last hit is a struggle for the TB.
He's gonna have at least like 2 this wave and another one to farm, and then he might be forced into the jungle. I think. I don't think he's gonna be able to stand too much here, especially Dark Mago being level 6, being able to rotate with the 6-minute rune.
And the fact that Kara just being dived under his tower. Yeah, quickly dispatched with the AA. Rises tries the reflection turnaround, but now it's a 2v1 again. And TB not going to be too happy. I think you're right. He just has to like clear one more wave and go jungle.
You know, I'm gonna rant a little bit here. This is like the 3rd or 4th time I'm seeing an AA pick with a carry that has no stun. Unknown did it. They got trash in the lane, trash in the game. I don't think this hero works like that. I really feel like you need to have a strong carry with the Terrorblade. And this is going to cost a lot, because not only the Terrorblade is now farming less because the support is always dead, but AA is going to struggle in levels. His only contribution is going to be non-existent for a long time. I think this is a draft mistake for sure on side of EgoBoys.
I think you're right, and even more so when you don't have that carry with a stun, you need someone for the AA to play with.
Yeah.
If we see that, you know, TBAA, usually they have like an Ember Spirit mid, or, I don't know, some kind of Tusk or Tiny that can go around killing people, finding the catch, ice blasting them, and just, you know, blowing them up completely with a couple of spells. Who does AA do that with?
I think that Clockwork is the hero they thought about, but they're not doing that a lot with the Clockwork, right? He's level 2. So those 2 killing supports are struggling so much right now.
Alone gets some aggression on Dark Mago, but top lane, oh god, that physical damage with the Gush minus armor destroys Kara. Matthew still trying to fight it out with another stun onto the TB. The raindrops and the 1 charge is though going to come out of Rises. Should buy him a little bit more time, but no. What? He just dies. He didn't even pop his wand. He had 16 1 charges.
What? I was like, okay, he's being so greedy. I'm seeing this projectile, but he's gonna press it. There's no way. And then he just didn't.
He just doesn't.
Dire's
What?
top tower is under
All right,
attack.
that's very weird. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know, your top tower is dying now. I mean, TV's got to ditch that lane. AA probably has to come fight bottom lane. But now you're battling into a level 6 Gyro. He's about to hit 6, gets the Fairy's Trinket as well. Goodness gracious me. Drakeel and Tano just trying to cut waves and get what they can.
TA?
But already a pretty disastrous laning stage as the TA gets caught by Matthew and Dark Margo. No more refraction, and they've got the finishing touches. Easy pickings onto Alone here as she turns with a Meld Strike. Ooh, is she getting away from this? No, that's another avalanche. They've got the stuns. Wait out that second round of artillery as HFN in the bottom lane does get run at by Drakeel and Rises. Yeah, it was a level 6 Gyro, but no response, no reactions there. Everyone was focused on the mid lane.
Okay. That's a good trade, but look at the gold advantage right now. It feels like even though they rotated a Terrorblade, everyone's struggling in farm. This TA dying twice, like... what is the hero that T1... I think T1 used to say that Luna can only die twice, right? I think TA's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like 2 times is your limit, and it's only 7 minutes into the game, Gareth. I'm so scared for this TA.
It's like, it's Lina and it's Luna, right? Both of those heroes, very fragile. And
Yeah.
Rise's Terrorblade getting caught down in the bottom lane, tossed back towards his illusions. They're focusing the clockwork at the same time while hexing Rise's TB. He doesn't have Sunder. He's already used it, so he's blown up by Dark Margo. NoPing bring everybody bar the Tidehunter into that bottom lane. Matthew might die here to the illusion of himself, but very good focus from the rest of his squad to kill it off.
Matthew's playing so well this game. He's 4-1 right now. This is insanity. I have no words for how well he's playing. He's actually almost tiding net with the Darks here.
Yeah, sitting around 2,500. Oh, and he sees the high ground ward. Oh, he's going to trade his life for it, isn't he? Cold Feet should snap him in place. Drakeel and Kara coming through. Oh, the vacuum back, but the Fate Edict and the heals from Pandaboo. Ow, in comes Dark Margo. Oh, the combo arrives with that Blink Dagger reveal. Blows up the AA, and they've also got Oscar here. Tidehunter just waddles over through the river. Finds a nice gush up to the high ground. (12-3) and a 4K lead. We kind of expected it from this draft, right? That it wasn't going to go well early for EgoBoys, and they are planning for that more mid to late game phase where the Terrorblade and the TA have items. But getting to those items is going to be a real difficult journey. Tiny with a quick blink. Does he see Rises? I believe he knows roughly where he is. He's following the TB top as Tidehunter in the mid lane just being forced away. Dark Margo going to combo Rises down to about a quarter of his HP. Matthew wasn't near enough by with a Finger of Death.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was afraid of with EgoBoys draft. You know, this draft is something teams like SG, European teams are doing, just first phasing the TB, playing even greedy with like a TA mid or Invoker mid. But you have to execute the lanes well, and they just failed. Dark Mago.
Hey, misses the toss. Good cogs from Tano, but Purifying Flames at level 3 offers you a lot of burst damage, 270 nuking into the clockwork. And this comes down to the fact that Tidehunter pushed that top tier 1, he plants himself mid, he's threatening with Ravage. Dark Mago just jumps onto the TA. Quick little combo there, waiting for the toss after the Melt Strike, and they've got the Ravage to follow through onto the Templar Assassin. Alone gets completely destroyed, and you're going to lose that mid tier 1 while potentially losing your Terrorblade as well. They are overlapping in where they want to farm. Like we said, it was going to be a trouble in the draft, and Rises already spent the Sunder. So tossed around, kited and killed. Dark Margo comes out with a double, and that's 2 kills on massive core heroes, while HFN survives the jump from the Clockwork and Darkseer.
This is unacceptable. They finally get level 6 on Tano, so at least like they have something to work with, but with the A Blast still not being up, I'm not even sure they have the damage. Oracle's already almost level 7.
This is unacceptable.
I mean, it is. If you want to win this game, I don't think this could happen. Like, how you come back from a game like this? Oh.
I don't know, I feel like they've got the heroes that could take this to like 50 minutes. But it's this period now, like 10 to 20, where the game just could be completely lost. If TA dies again here, alone,
he's dead.
chain stunned. I mean, you can meld, but there's sentries around everywhere. There's no place to hide. Still gonna get a bit of distance away from them, though, and I guess with no Ravage, they didn't have the complete chain stuns.
Yeah, Finger was on cooldown. All right, all right. Alone will live to... How many? He has 3 deaths. Like, he's on overdrive mode already. He cannot die anymore. I think any extra deaths just makes this game really hard. He needs to... I guess he just needs to get BKB now. He can go Desolator.
But they can't even kill the Oracle.
Oh, no. 2
heroes jump the NoPing Panda Oracle. He doesn't even spend False Promise. The rest of his team comes in and destroys the Darkseer Clock. Those are meant to be your tempo heroes, right? They are the ones creating space, and I guess job done. TA is farming. TB is farming.
True.
But you're giving more gold to this Radiant squad.
I'm not sure the definition of creating space works like that, but yes, they are farming for now. Oh, man. Okay, so let's look at the bright side here. AA is about to get level 6. They didn't even use hookshot in that fight, so they can still burst someone if... Oh, God. Rises. Be careful.
Thought Margot's baiting him. Go on then, try and sunder me. Let's see if you dare.
Oh, poor Tano.
Sunders Tano instead. Oh, he's got Tranquils, he's fine.
It's just
Do they go again?
It's the mental warfare, you know? Your carry could literally sunder you anytime. He doesn't love you. He's pissed. But it's...
Yeah. Oscar? Look at how bold they're playing. EgoBoys are so afraid of this Tidehunter being backed up by an avalanche toss and a ravage like that. Ice Blast is off the mark as well. It's a decent reflection to slow him down a touch, but Dark Margot now has HFN and everybody coming in through to this fight. Toss forward on the gyro, straight towards Alone. Any reveal, they've got a cooldown coming, and now the sentries drop, so the Finger of Death and Oscar's hit. Gives him a double kill. So you've lost your TA now for the 4th time this game. And your Terrorblade is being hunted and tossed back. They're going to get rises as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we just saw the GG come out now, honestly. 14 minutes in, this feels like it's completely out of reach.
This is a humiliating performance. I mean, I don't think their draft is bad, but NoPing, they just outplayed their lanes. I think the last pick Oracle was really on point. Obviously, EgoBoys could have banned it, but they deemed as it was not gonna matter. And I think you can play that lane, but NoPing just play better. I think there's no other excuse for this.
You know what the plan is? EgoBoys lets NoPing get 2 more kills. Okay. I guess after Tano dies, 1 more kill. And then they have one of those very rare games, right? There's only like 5 or 6 games that have ended with a 3-2-2 scoreline.
Oh.
Go down in the history books one way or the other.
That's true. I mean, you're not going to TI, but at least Knoxville's going to remember your name.
That's true. Oh, Dark Margot's a big kill.
Oh.
Avalanche back onto them, but this Ice Blast and a combo through Drakeel will help Rises take that unstoppable streak. So they don't get the 3-2-2 scoreline. They're battling for their lives.
Nice. Huh. Let's see if they can actually take this tower. Ravage is on cooldown for 50 seconds. This actually looks like a decent timing. This is not gonna fix the gold advantage right now, but it's definitely some map control if they can take it.
I don't know, man. HFN is so powerful. He's got 9,500 net worth. He's close to doubling up that Terrorblade's net worth at this point. 15 minutes in, doubling up net worth is actually ridiculous.
You don't see that every day. This is
What's
history.
his CS? He's got 100 CS 16 minutes in compared to 70 of the TB.
Yeah, the deaths, you know. 4 deaths, that's a lot of gold lost, unfortunately, and a lot of time not spent farming.
Towers as well, I guess. Invading into triangle, make sure his farm area is limited while also ganking bot lane. Drakeel, again, his job is to outpush these waves, create space for TB, but that's always going to put him in position to get taken down by Dark Margot's Tiny.
Yeah, they just... it's just rough, you know. That's the problem when you play greedy cores like that. Everyone knows that if they die, you know, the game's going to be even harder to win. So they're playing more passive and more passive, and then the Darkseer that should push these waves, you know, passively, starts being out of position just because everyone else is not forcing wave that much. And
Dark Margot just keeps going.
Oh,
finds Kara mid lane. Flat cannon from the gyro gets it. They de-ward the triangle.
Oh, look at
Some
Rises.
vision
He's
of
being
their own up
hunted.
there as well.
Matthews
Yeah,
knows.
Matthew with that blink dagger.
Radiant's top tower.
Where are you, buddy?
Oh, the courier's gonna give vision.
Oh, if that courier spots him, no, it won't.
Oh,
Oh,
if
they
he
don't see him.
actually stood in the right side, the curve would go through him.
Radiant's top tower is under
So
attack.
TB does get cut waves a little bit. And what? Templar, Assassin, Clockwork are pushing top tier 1, but they're so afraid.
Oh, look at Matthew.
Any one hero could TP and just deal with them.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
Yeah,
tower
this is just perfect play from NoPing. They're controlling the triangle. They're playing very aggressively, just constantly addressing the bottom and the mid lane. They know it's not really time to rosh right now, especially because you're against AA Darks here. They're just solidifying this gold advantage to a point where when they actually go to rosh, even if EgoBoys gets the perfect fight, it's not going to be enough.
Do you think EgoBoys can sneak it? Knowing that NoPing are playing bot part of the map, they can go into Roche and just take it?
Well, they had that.
They're trying.
So, okay.
Dire's bottom tower.
All right. That's.
But you're going to lose high ground for it?
Ah,
NoPing have gone to tier 3s.
I think
Oh
this is
god,
worth
that's
it,
such
actually.
that's such a disgusting move. They must know. They must know. You are sneaking Roshan. We are going to push your tier 3. Go on,
Okay.
kill off Roche. We've got your high ground pushed. Darkseer, Drakeel comes back to defend. Vacuum and wall onto HFN. Not going to do a whole lot without the rest of your squad, and your barracks, they're being chipped away at.
This is better than nothing, I think, because if you just give Roche away, I think the game's over. So that's something, I guess.
Okay, it's something, but a full lane?
Yeah. This is not ideal, but you gotta work with what you have, and they don't have a lot. That's for sure. They're gonna get mid tier 1 too. So.
Radiant's
True.
There you go.
bottom tower has fallen.
Something out of nothing. But now it's quite simple for NoPing, right? They just play top part, get tier 2 mid and top lane, play top jungle, get outpost. Everything's very systematic in terms of what objectives and what part of the map they want to play in.
Yeah, like the end goal doesn't change at all for NoPing. They delay a little bit on side of EgoBoys. We'll see, you know, if with a BKB on the TA, although there's like an MKB queued up, not really sure about that. But if they get a couple of fighting items, there is like a slim chance EgoBoys can maybe turn this.
Why is she going MKB? Is that halberd mischance really that much?
Yeah, I guess he just feels like, well, as we...
Yeah, I mean, she's dead.
Yeah.
No BKB, no way to survive, no blink dagger to jump away,
Darkseer.
and alone
Yeah.
inside that cooldown, getting blown up. Darkseer dying to what, the lion, the tiny, as Dark Mago hunts for Tano now. Clockwork did kill off the lion and took the spree, but yeah, losing your TA mid, the Aegis, and the second life gone means that Roshan play just didn't pay off for you.
Yeah. This is a little... I don't know, I expected...
Yikesy.
I expected something a little bit more hype after the Roche being taken, but looks like NoPing. They really know what they have to do.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping them taking towers.
Dire's middle
HFN doesn't care, Aegis. He has Aghanims, S&Y, 2,500 HP. And they've also got Dark Mago just running around, hunting people down. Rises, does have a Sunder. Let's see if he can get it off. Yeah, back onto Dark Mago we go as Tano arrives, but Oscar's here, holding Ravage, and he's probably going to pop it just to stop the TP. Yeah, blowing up the Terrorblade. Now, the Clockwork's a little bit stuck. Matthew has another Earth Spike in a second. Clockwork, the second casualty, going to come through here as they'll wait out the cogs. Dark Mago's damage with an Echo Saber now. Pretty substantial stuff. Allow Oscar to anchor smash him and finish him off.
Yeah. This is
Smooth sailing.
looking a little bit one-sided, Gareth.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit one-sided.
A little bit. You know, I expected NoPing to win this series, but the fashion that they're playing right now, I think it's giving me a little bit more hope with their chances, because, you know, after the loss to Infinity, even, you know, I think Zyori said he felt like it was an easy win for NoPing against Intertus, the old crewmates. I disagree. I think there were times where they were not playing as sharp, but it feels like with every series, NoPing is getting better, and this is a really good showing.
Yeah, against the Terrorists, there were a few sloppy moments. You know, they weren't quite on the same page in terms of synchronizing in team fights, where they want to be on the map. And it kind of came down to that overarching experience and Panda Boom calling the shots. This game, every single player, every lane, every hero picked has been perfectly executed by NoPing.
Yeah, they won every lane, and I don't feel like they made a single mistake this game. Honestly,
I don't think so.
pretty much not a single mistake on Saturn NoPing. Oh, Tiny.
Yeah, they do the simple move. Tiny.
You see that?
Getting caught out by the smoke of EgoBoys. Yeah, that's 5 heroes surrounding him. He should be pretty dead here.
Well,
So
as
a
I
good
said,
pick
they
off, but
make
it doesn't...
no mistakes. They die, but did you get topped, right?
Yeah, it's a small mistake. But that's the thing, right? I don't think that changes the map state.
Yeah.
Right? They get a kill on Tiny. It's a big kill. But they go back into triangle. They go back to top lane. They defend their base. While NoPing gets full free reign of the rest of the map.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant are
25 seconds for Ravage means they want to go and fight. There is a big bad gyrocopter, level 17, coming your way. Oh, if they kill the TB.
Oh no.
He's gonna be so sad. They pinged him.
Rises.
Rises, TP now.
Rises.
Rises, it's too late. You didn't TP in time. Oh, you didn't see this one coming, did you? Gosh. Into the flat cannon off the creeps. And HFN. He'll be there with the help of Matthew to zap him with a finger.
I guess he expected a Clockwork to be able to turn whatever happened there, but they brought so many heroes. Clock's like, sorry, Rises. I'm out. Yeah, I mean,
Then a kill on Tiny means nothing.
it actually doesn't. So, do you think this Terrorblade's gonna get to level 15, or is the game gonna be over before that?
It's over before that. Like, what happens in the next fight? I just don't see a way for EgoBoys to win a team fight. Even with like a hookshot 5-man vacuum, TB and TA wailing on people.
Alright.
The fact that they don't have BKBs and just one Ravage ruins EgoBoys' initiation.
Oh.
Matthew gonna get sniped by the Ice Blast. Got the Essence Ring off at the last second. Oh, might survive. Looks like he's good. Yeah, Pandaboo's gonna be able to stop the Ice Blast from shattering him. Very well done with that Essence Ring into Edict play. And Tano getting hunted down by Oscar. Keeps tabs on the Clockwork so they can come in and burst him. An unstoppable Oracle, 6-0-10. Pandaboo having a great time. I just realized he's not died.
Yeah, he's tied with Oscar. 6-0 and 10, both players.
You're right.
Amazing. Oh, TA.
Hello there. Tiny combo. Templar Assassin, dead to rights. Does have buyback as Oscar ravages into the TB as well. But yeah, you've dropped the wall. You've not really accomplished your teamfight game plan, and Tiny comes back in again, tossing the TB in towards them. Doesn't even get a chance to sunder. Dead without buyback. And your second lane of barracks under assault in that mid lane. Tiny just keeps on going, man. This freaking Tiny. Just diving tier 4s with his BKB and cleave damage. Doesn't quite kill off Kara as the TA does get forced to buyback.
This game's so sad, Gareth. I just... It felt like EgoBoys, they never really had a chance. Alright, nice false
Yeah,
drop.
there's false promise, HFN. A toss back on the TA means she's died back. Tano stuck in there. NoPing surround him. Ice Blast off the mark. Doesn't catch the Tiny. Tidehunter back towards the front lines to break down the buildings. And GG is called. EgoBoys tap out. They've had enough. I don't know what that means. Alone dropping some bars in all chat.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like EgoBoys, I mean, the draft was fine if it was executed properly, but I don't think it really fits their style. And NoPing just outplayed them so hard.
Yeah, super hard outplay. It felt like that from the first second of the game at the end of that draft. EgoBoys didn't stand much of a chance, but a 2-0 victory for NoPing, like you said, morale boost for them, picking things up in the lower bracket, and we'll come back in just a minute to talk more about that series.